Здравствуйте, товарищи, and welcome back to another episode of our glorious Workers and Resources Soviet Republic Let's Play. I am very excited for today's session, as we should be seeing the inauguration of our new iron mining and processing facilities to the south over here, just outside of Uprising Grad. That should skyrocket employment. It should also really help Rostinsky far up north in taking care of its, its own production and processing woes, if you will. Should definitely be able to stop importing iron ore, and that'll be very nice for our economy as well. Lots to do today, folks. Before we dive into it, just want to mention very quickly, as always, if you've been enjoying the series and you would like to see it continue, please don't hesitate to keep letting me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. As always, it makes a massive difference in how I approach content on the channel, what I do more or less of, and how I go about doing it. Plus, I read through all the comments for your feedback, your thoughts, your opinions, whatever it might be. Now, I want to mention as well, I forgot to mention last session, I like to keep this to once a month at most, but if you've been really enjoying this series on the channel, it's been bringing you some joy and entertainment, or perhaps you like a bunch of things on this channel, I humbly request that maybe you check out my Patreon. A link to that is under the eye at the top right corner of the screen, and if you don't want to be involved with Patreon or a third-party service in general, you can consider becoming a channel member instead by clicking the join button that is right below the video, and links to both becoming a member and or becoming a patron will be provided in the video description down below too. And again, as always, it's not an obligation at all. It's just that's why I kind of like mention it only once a month. I don't want anybody to feel any pressure. It is a extra way to show support, I suppose, for a series. Lets me know that you're really interested. And again, think of it like a Twitch subscription, or like a Amazon Prime Video or Netflix subscription or what have you. Anyway, with that all said and done, let's get to work. I feel like a lot of today, I can't remember now if I mentioned it already, but I feel like a lot of today we will be playing on double speed just so we can finish off some of this construction. We'll probably be paying for a fair bit of it as well. I just want to get it done, and we can actually deal with the planning, the supply lines, supply chains from Pardubice up to Rostinsky. Now, we do need a new name for this region. Obviously, we've been waiting on that. Obviously, we've been just waiting for everything to get done over here, and that will happen very soon. So if you have a name suggestion for this iron mining and steel processing region of our beautiful nation, let me know in the comments down below, and I will drop that in, I think, next session. But with that said, let's go ahead and take a quick peek at, our money's looking good. Our circumstances with population, I think we're fine, actually. If we take a look at the year as a whole, I feel like, well, it's a very gradual increase, isn't it? As long as it's trending upwards and not downwards, that's good. Unemployment's feeling okay as well. We're struggling to stay below that 3K mark, but we're doing better now. So at least there's that. And of course, lots of 21 pluses living with their parents, but we'll sort that out. We'll sort that out. So that's all looking fine. Our economy as well. Again, my hope is that as of next year, a lot of this stuff will stop being imported in. I don't know if 92 is realistic. Maybe it'll have to be 93 after all, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Lots of progress done over here, but before I touch on all of that, let's at least hit play so some work can be done while we touch on the other work that needs to be accomplished today. Now, I want to touch on something actually right off the bat over here. Some of y'all mentioned that it's strange that I put a large oil storage over here, but only have these smaller storage facilities for fuel and bitumen. At the end of the day, straight up, if I end up at a position where all three of these, vats or whatever you want to call them are full of fuel, and all three of these are full of bitumen, and the actual refinery is full as well, if we're ever in that situation, that means I'm doing something wrong. Because the fuel and bitumen will either be picked up over here and taken up, right, to the rest of the country, and, in the future, other parts of the nation as well, or it'll be used, at Uprising Grad, like trucks and stuff will come through and take it to Uprising Grad and Brixtonia, Rulinsky, get all the, fuel gas stations there and stuff fueled up and whatnot, or I'm going to have trains go out to export down to Molna, right? So between those three things, if for some reason I still have a massive surplus just sitting here, that means I'm doing something wrong, which is why I'm not too worried about that. With oil, I'm hoping that we'll be able to get so much sort of supply coming through So two things. One, I'm hoping we'll have so much supply coming through that this will have some storage. And two, I needed to have multiple outputs so that I could send oil in multiple directions from a central point. And actually, three, I lied. I said two, I mean three. Three, I wanted to have this track connection as well, which we have now. So that's the thinking over there. Now, let's quickly just cap this off because there is just a little bit of work left to do here. And it's not going to be as pretty as I would like it to be because of this placement that we've already paid for. Now, I mean, again, I can actually adjust that, right? Too close to the road intersection. Is that because of this footpath? Indeed it is. Go ahead and sort that out first. We're very close to being done planning this area, which is exciting, obviously. Oh, it's not close to any... Come on now. I hate that the game does that. It's like, it's not. It's fine. We're fine here. You know what it probably is? It's probably because the road was built in multiple sections, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Okay, great. Go ahead and get rid of you. Go ahead and get rid of you. And let's see if we can't make it one section here. So we can... There, right? And then let's go ahead and get our train tracks. There we go. That's good, and that's good, yeah. It's just like, come on, game. You know what we did here. You know what we did here. So you can go straight out, right? And you'll end up like that, let's say. I don't know if that's actually straight. Let's go ahead and get the wireframe out. Not the, There we go. And you, obviously this is a problem. Let's get you out to here for now. I can demolish that. I can bring the power further down. This will have to destroy. But basically, I want to make sure that I'm not doing all this before we know this will line up nicely. Now, you are too steep over here. Are we? Oh, I see. I see what's going on. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and lower this a little bit then. Cancel this railway a touch. There we go. Lower you a little bit over here. Let's go ahead and demolish all this all these power lines. They're in our way, and I think we'll be fine to do what I want to do over here. We'll build this ourselves afterwards. Why can I not? Come on. These little things sometimes. There we go. Get rid of you. Medium. Go ahead and cancel you all the way up to here, even past that. There up to there. And now I can actually plan this in relative peace. And that was supplying power up over here, but we don't need it urgently, so it's fine. And now, yeah, we can go ahead and level terrain from the center. Try and smooth all this out a little bit. Try and flatten it to that, actually, right? There we go. Flatten you over here. Gonna be a little messy. I don't like that. Move up there. There we go. Wow, it's actually flattening really fast. It's a lot faster than it usually is, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so we do that, and then up over here, it'll connect. So let's go ahead and cancel you as well, buddy. There we go. There we go. So, okay, it's not going to separate as much as I'd initially done, so that's fine, no big deal. In fact, we might end up saving money, which is a good thing. I can't complain about that. There we go. Is that neat? It is not. Back you up to here as well. Go ahead and get our averages. Try and make this a little bit nicer to look at, right? There we go. That's something. There we go. That's definitely better. Go down from up top so we have it lined up nicely. So excited to have all this like up and running. It's gonna be soon. It's gonna be real soon. Yeah, that's a lot better, I would say. And now over here we flatten out. And I guess what we can do is just like, yeah, do kind of a long connection like this. Too steep of an incline. Okay, we'll sort that out in a second. Go and get you over here. Should be for descent. Okay, I see what's going on. See what's going on here. If we can't sort that out, might need to actually remove some of these tracks. Oh, right at the end there, right at the end. Okay, that's fine. Then what we'll do is we'll just cancel these sections. Flatten like so. And hopefully... Not what I meant. Hopefully... There we go, beautiful. Get you out over to here as well. And... Beautiful. Almost clicked auto build there. There we go. Nice and simple, nothing too wild or crazy. We've got the passengers coming over here. Yep, good stuff. This is our cargo line. This might actually loop back over here if we want to export oil as well. Now the question is, to get down to Molna, which is all the way down over here, where do I want that junction to be? Do I want it to separate over here? Right, because that's an option. I could... I mean, again, this is too steep. Not the end of the world. I mean, I'm not going to go straight down or anything. Have this kind of a thing. This becomes like a Y almost. Let's see, if I put you down over there. Somehow managed to make that a lot more straight than I actually thought I'd be able to, but not perfect. Let's get you down over here. Try and line it up a little bit, right? Get you over to here, right? And you would come up this way, too steep. We'll have to smooth that out. It's too dark right now to work on this, so let's not work on that right now. Let's instead get rid of that god-awful wireframe. It's so horrendously colored. It's so bright in the darkness. It's useful, but oh my god, visually. But up over here, I actually got a suggestion for how to fix our train problems a while ago. I'm going to try and implement that. I thought I did. I could have sworn I did, but I'm just going to check again now. Cross-reference with this image that was so kindly drawn by y'all. It's been suggested. Okay, so down over here, we got a regular signal. Up to here, where we get a chain signal in the appropriate direction. Okay, and then these should be regular signals. Both of them. And then you should be a regular signal as well. Okay. Then up over here, I should not have signals at all. Okay. And then over here, these should be regular signals, I'm being told. Okay. And then here, it should be a regular signal up top and a chain signal at the bottom. That's fine. And then down over here, chain signal that way and a regular signal this way. Okay, interesting. That scares me. I'm not gonna lie. No, those are those feel like big changes. But again, this was actually sent in the Discord a while ago, and I thought I'd tested it out. Maybe I hadn't. It was suggested again that I check it out to try it. So here we are trying it, and hopefully it'll work nicely. Fingers crossed. On which note, though, if you want to join in on these conversations in the Discord, a link to that is in the description down below as well. And yeah, I mean, it's a very active community. We right now we have, as far as city building is concerned, we only have workers and resources. But you know, I'm not averse to conversation about things like city skylines and stuff either. Which is actually a game I've been thinking about a lot because I personally enjoy it. And my thinking is when it has its next DLC or something come out, I might hop onto that, just so there's like some fresh stuff to look at that we can dive into. I do love me that game. Though funnily enough, if I'm completely honest, Workers and Resources launched with more complexity in it than City Skylines did. Just saying. I'm just saying. All right, this is. Not neat, is it? I don't know if it ever will be. I don't know if it ever will be. But we can try. Why? Okay. Just it wants me to like get rid of all the track. I wish you could get closer with flattening. Come on now. Come on now. Not gonna. I mean closer to like the existing infrastructure. Like it's not gonna let me flatten that out. Like how many times am I gonna draw the same tracks? This is about all the patience I have, I think. Pull you down to what? There? It was a lot further than that. I left myself a marker. Sure. Go with that. I mean, it's such a mess. I hate it. It bothers me. Bothers me a lot. Let's try one thing, folks, and then I'll give up on it. I promise. I don't think I can express how much it infuriates me to see that kind of like bumpiness. Yeah, like that looks a fair bit smoother. If we can do that, I'll be very pleased. Actually cancel a little bit of this as well. There we go. Watch, I'm gonna pay the price for this. It's gonna work even worse now. Knowing my luck. Knowing my luck. Yeah, there we go. That's nice and smooth. Over here, we start going downhill, so that's fine. Nothing we can do about that, right? Okay, here we go. Connect you as well. Connect you and connect you. Cool. All right, and that looks, you know what, better. It looks much better. All right, I'm happy enough with that. But the problem remains. How do we split up over here? We do this kind of a thing, too steep of a descent. Well, what we'll need to do is probably do like an average flattening here. Slope down. And like end up over here. Next to the fields over here. Probably what we'll have to do. Now we're looking at over like nearly 4 million rubles worth of tracks to be built. Kind of wild. Let's see. I'll pop you down over here just as a test for now. Will you let me flatten like so? You will. But up over here, there we go, beautiful. Well, beautiful-ish. Because I want to make sure it's lined up nicely, right? So right about over here, I would say, is where we'll want it to be. Over to here. There we go. And hopefully, yeah, we can hook you up over there and over there. Nice. And so this is to export down to Molna. I didn't want to do a T-junction or anything because why complicate that is my thinking. Now the question is, do I lay this track out now or do I wait? Exports, it'll be a while before we do exports. So I say we wait. Because this is easy, right? This is quote-unquote easy. It just has to go straight down to Molna. Now the thing is, at Molna we only have the one track, so at one point we'll have to have a waiting area. And then it just goes straight up this way. We'll have to do a little bit of blowing up of mountain sides, I suppose. But we can hug the border, basically. And that'll work out fine. Cool. Awesome. Now, how's this going? How's this progressing? Pretty well, I think. Are we stuck up over here? I should hope not. Yes, we are. Are we stuck up over here? Let's see, because you are trying to go down there. You're able to go up there, but you're stuck over here too. There's just like nowhere for them to kind of wait, right? Here we go. That should free you up. Head down this way. Now, here's the question. This is all done. When I hit commission, it's going to commission everything. That's my only hesitation. I do want to get the, well, let's double speed. Actually, hold on. Before I double speed, I just want to see if things have broken up over here. So far, no. Cool. All right, let's double speed it. I would like to see the steel area get done here. We're seeing some good progress. Before I forget, though, let's go ahead and get power back down over here, right? Where is infrastructure? Substation. Now, originally I had you up over here-ish. Are you seriously not powered? Yeah, you are not powered. I can put you... Well, I need to do a couple of things, right? We've got you. Okay, so here's what we'll do. Put Buddy down over here. Yeah, sure. Down over here. Cool. We're powering everything up over there. Great. Then let's go ahead and get... Let's see, you're covering... I wish it would like light up what has and hasn't been powered. So all that is good. And another one down over here, I assume, is a good spot to put it. Like right over here. Oh, no, it's got to be a little bit higher up. Okay, fair enough, because we got to power this as well, right? So up over here. Can't build it infrastructure. Come on now. This is where it's just like, this isn't fun. Need flat terrain, that we can do. Okay. That should have everything covered. Yeah, it does. Okay, good. We have one more spot we can put down, right? I need to put it down like somewhere. Getting power down here is going to be a challenge for sure. Down over here, maybe? Get you that way. Sure. Do that. Covers more than not. There. Okay. Then comes the wiring. Now the wiring, here's what we're going to do. For one, you're going to come down this way, I think. Cross over. This way, pull you down. Overlaps, there we go. And connect over here. So that should power a bunch of stuff. Great. From here, we want to get down to there, I think. Or actually, let's do that with the top one. Pull you across. Across. And down along the road. I just like how it looks when it kind of lines up like that. I don't like how it looks when we have that kind of doubling up, though. Now here, we'll have to separate you. Down to there, sure. Pull you across the road. Across the tracks. Well, let's get you down to here, and then across the tracks at an angle. And then we can do that and that. Cool, so all this has been powered now. Beautiful. And then this will actually continue downwards quite a bit. Once here, we'll have you move over this way. Move over this way. I would like to have a switch here. Because we need to get power to more spots, right? Like this isn't nearly enough. Put you down like that. There we go. Connect you guys, connect you. We'll have another substation. So this one is covering quite a bit. Gotta get power down over here. This is a hot mess. But we kind of always knew it was gonna be, right? Have to put you down like over. Let's see, what are you covering? Where are we up over here? A lot of this has been covered, right? Unfortunately, none of these pumps or anything, though. So we'd put you down, like, over here, I guess. Oh, just, like, millimeters off between being able to cover more than... Okay, that's fine. Not the end of the world. Put you over here, then? Sure. Put you up over... here? Sure. Long way for the power to go. But it's gotta. Put you down over here as well. While you're covering all this stuff, we can cover this stuff down over here. Do you have coverage? Not all of you. One of you does not. We'll power that one later, maybe when we have this entire area built up. So from here, we'll need another switch, which goes down and over, right? So we do this kind of a thing. Hopefully we're carrying enough power through, right? That's something we'll have to check afterwards, is like the throughput of this area. But hopefully it's doing the trick. Move you over to there and there. Cool. So again, this is going to be expensive too, but need to spend that money. Do we need to spend it right away though? I mean, these guys are without power supply. These guys are all without power supply, right? Yeah. Yep. No, that's fine. I could commission it instead. Then we could build it manually. That's also an option. Except for this section, obviously. Yeah, that makes sense. You know, let's go ahead and do that. It doesn't cost that much to... doesn't take that much time to build these guys. And if I need to pay for it all, I can do that too. Ah, who am I kidding? Let's go ahead and pay for it. Fund it all. And we'll build these as the time calls for it. So now we have power over here, right? Yeah. Cool. It's just, let's be honest with ourselves. It's so much smarter to do it that way. Now this, have you been... You've been commissioned. You have no construction offices assigned to you. Go ahead and get that going. Work over here. These guys are almost done-ish. Find some more construction offices. Very quickly going to check the state of affairs up north over here. Again, I'm always nervous about this area. But it does look like we've got... I mean, again, we've been moving at a high speed for a while now, and things haven't broken up. Or fallen apart, or whatever you want to term it. Missing steel. Really? I assume it's because you're picking it all up. That's fine. We do need steel down south as well. That's fine. What's the deal over here? 24 tons of steel is not nearly enough to part with. That must be the bottleneck, I assume, for construction down here. No steel over there. Do we have any steel here? Very little. Very little steel left. We'll see. It'll get done soon enough. Building on fire. Which one? We should be fine here. We've got a fire station nearby. Yeah. Already on task. Crops have become a problem again. No surprise there, I suppose. We saw that starting last session. But some crops are arriving now. Yeah. Harvest season, right? Picking up livestock. You're okay. More crops coming through. Good stuff. All a matter of timing. It's good as well to see that this area no longer struggles with like train problems. We've slowly solved our train problems. Like, jokes aside, as much of, again, as a meme that kind of is, we've kind of gotten there. Things are a little bit smoother now. Food is the next big thing to solve. What's the deal here? Huge lineups for nothing. 94 tons over here. Just sitting here doing nothing. Why is that? Why is that? Why is that? You guys load up at the fields and unload at the road cargo station. Don't think I can add. Can. You load up over here as well and unload at the cargo station. This needs to be at 90%, we're saying. I think. We'll see if that does the trick. There we go. This truck is headed in the right direction, I think. Yep. It's silly that it has to do that, because considering I have this factory connection, but hey, okay. There we go. And now you should be getting filled up, yep. Only to be emptied out by different trucks. That's fine. I would have liked to see this little bypass get used a lot more, but that's fine. It is what it is. It is what it is. Being drained right now. You've got about 40 tons of crops, though. At least it's something, alright. Not the end of the world, I guess, is the way to put it. Not the end of the world. We'll sort it out with more finesse soon, because that is something I do want to solve. Joking aside. 129 tons of steel. You know what? That's good enough. Let's go ahead and move you over to the next stop. Get that steel down there so we can finish some of the construction, right? I can pay for it, obviously, and I Probably, if I'm completely honest, probably will. But, same time, do we have a road connection here? We do not. I need to build this road connection to allow the workers to come down over here to build all of this. Are we ready to build all of this? I think we are. I see no reason to wait. The only reason construction has stopped is because we don't have road connections, right? So that's all good. Let's see. You require what? Some steel. Yeah, let's just allow the steel to arrive. I'll give it like a couple days. Let the steel arrive. And if it still takes a very long time to complete this stuff, I'll just pay for it. A lot of it I do have to pay for. Some of this stuff I do have to pay for anyway. Maybe let's pay for the ones I do have to. Because, like, there are no road connections or anything, so need to pay for those ones. Go ahead and get you paid for as well. I just want to get the infrastructure over here done as well, right? Like, there's still so much to do. There we go. There's still so much to do in terms of getting everything up and running, getting the workers here, getting them to their places of employment, all that kind of stuff. Actually, no, most of this stuff I have to pay for anyway. That's all done. Once this, well, this has already been paid for, so it should now be... Why are we not getting stuff over here? Do you lack power? You need power? I think we probably do need power, right? Destination is full or does not require resources right now. Okay. It is going over to here as well, right? Yep. Alright, alright. So we're connected over here. We'll probably need power supply in this area. This building is without power, no workers, it's fine. Building without power. Oh, that's because we're waiting on where to go. Not you, where'd you go? Alright, let's go ahead and pay for this as well. You know. I know I've got power coming here somewhere. There we go, this thing. God. Building is without power supply. This will supply power to everything over here except for you. We'll see if that needs power. I can't remember now for the life of me. Medium voltage connection. You have a connection. Okay. Barely see it. Could just pay for this one. I want to pay for this one. This is, yeah, not connected. Didn't think so. Didn't think so. Got this coming over this way. There we go. This still needs to be connected and all. But hang on then. This is covering almost everything. Almost everything. You, I have to pay for. This is left to do. This I have to pay for as well. Let's pay for you. This one, for some reason, it looks like it's being built, but I guess not. What? Oh, let's pay for you. Looked like it was being built, but I guess not. Well, let's go ahead and pay for you as well. I mean, gee, at this point, we're just waiting for a couple power lines. That feels a little wasteful, doesn't it? Get you done. Yeah, I guess that's all we're waiting for. Alright, in that case, I think we should start maybe commissioning some of this stuff over here. I think we should do oil first. It's tough because it's so easy. Like, there's so much less to do with vehicles, but the problem is that plastics, electronic components, all those things, like, we'd be manufacturing stuff over here that will add new imports to our nation rather than get rid of old ones, which is why I feel like, yeah, we should prioritize this stuff. So let's go ahead and get a road connection over here. Draw straight down. Of course, other infrastructure's in the way over here. But we have this connection, which is hopefully what we'll be able to use. Like so. If we're lucky. if we're lucky, we can just check auto search. And it will. Well, at least it'll add some things. Too bad I can't go higher than that. There. Deliver resources, you know, do whatever. Do whatever. Let's get to work over here though. Is the important thing. Get some of that infrastructure done, and then we can work on the fields. I can go in and manually provide instructions for that. These guys are all rolling out. Lots of work to do. We're gonna need a lot of steel, and that's for sure. Gonna need a lot of stuff. But at least we're gonna be producing it locally now as well, which means it'll be a little bit easier for us to get it, right? That's gonna be huge. It'll make a big difference in how things get done over here. Yeah, this keeps causing a problem. This keeps causing a problem, and I'm wondering if I stop this from being a two-way. Where is it a two-way until? Where are my signals? Got you. Let me go out. There we go. Maybe it's time to make these one-ways. Do we have a crossing somewhere here? No, we don't. Alright, let's make you a one-way. And let's keep you a two-way. Let's see if that does help or hinder. We'll find out. Now, actually, before I get back to work down south, just want to check again. Better safe than sorry. Are we fine over here? We're not. We're stuck here. Always something. Always something. Go around. Now you're going to be able to get up there. This was allowed to go before that. That's what I don't understand. Like, why was this allowed to go? Which is why I wonder if I shouldn't add... if this shouldn't be a chain to prevent that. That's what I was thinking. That's why I think this was a chain beforehand. But I turn to y'all, who are clearly much better at understanding the train nonsense than I am. I call it nonsense, but it's entirely, almost entirely, probably my own lack of, for some reason, understanding how that stuff is working in this game. We'll get there eventually. Crops over here looking good. Picking up about 60 or so tons, okay. Okay. What's the deal over here in terms of the actual distribution of the food, though? I have a little bit. What about the meat? We have a little bit, okay. There is meat here. There is food and meat here, okay. No food here, but there is meat here. Alright. Well, we'll get back on that in a bit. What's our situation down over here? Everything is built. Everything is built. Power is coming through, is it? Yes, it is. Alright, great, wonderful. Go ahead and pay for you. And now, we can get everything started over here, if I'm not mistaken. Right? Oh. What's the deal here? Construction, right? Yeah. Now, actually, one thing that was pointed out was that I don't need to worry about making a bridge over here if I don't have semaphores that would block the traffic there. Good point. Excellent point. However, even these semaphores, or I guess it was these semaphores that were blocking it. Let's go ahead and cancel you. Go ahead and cancel you. Make these guys into chains. Alright, so the train would stop on this side. Traffic shouldn't have a problem. And over here, I guess these need to be changed, don't they? Or, I suppose this can all just be one block. Yeah. Power's doing okay. There was a little bit of flickering going on, but it looks like we're fine now. Okay. I guess I must have, lost power for a little while because of the lack of workers. Alright, so, what's next over here? What's next over here? You don't need to be built, you're fine. Maybe eventually we'll need to get that done. This is done so we can get passengers down over here. You stuck or are you working? You look like you're working. No workers though. Okay. Need to commission all this. I have a passenger train coming down. That's my one concern, is I'm gonna have to pay attention to this construction for a little while. Unless I'm able to build, I don't think I will be, a bypass over here. Let's see. I have my doubts. It's a very tight space as it is. If I'm able to build a bypass over here, then I don't have to worry about the construction trains blocking anything, right? Let's see, if I put you down to here, and I connect, I can get you through over here. Come on now. I assume in the real world, these kinds of temporary bypasses and stuff are built to help with this exact kind of scenario. Because now the construction train is able to come down over here and continue onwards with its work, right? And we'd need to like build a crossing over here as well, so that if it needs to get to the other side, it can. Like that makes sense to me. I could just pay for this segment over here, for these sections. They're almost done, but really, how much is that worth the pain? Let's leave it be for now. Let's leave it be for now. You come down here, you can go down there. I don't need a two-way. I don't need this to crisscross. I just need it one way. And again, this is wood because we don't need electricity for our construction vehicles. Down there, so we're able to work on both sides of the track. Yup. You come back, you get back onto this single line. And you end up back on this side, and you stick to the right side because you're going back to the construction office. So that's fine. That should work. Though, on the way here, right, on the way here, it might be on the other side of the track. So we should have a crossing like that, so the construction vehicle can come down to this side. I think that makes sense. All right, for now though, let's go ahead and start planning our infrastructure over here. From here, I wish I could tell them, well, I guess what I can do is I can do like a 50-50 split, right? I don't have to. Could let them dictate themselves where they end up going, I suppose. And hope that enough people end up at the bus stop. Okay, let's try that first. So we'll need train. One for now that can, let's say, carry 500 people back and forth. 500 is just what we need for the steel mill. But okay, if we get 2 trains that can carry 500 people, that might be good enough. Now, it's been suggested that I check out some train sets. Let's take a look and see. This is a big step. This is a big step. Train set. 325 passengers. 100 kilometers per hour, 100 tons of empty weight, 350 kilowatts, I assume, of engine power. Alright. Maximum speed of 100k. Why would I buy a set when I could buy one of these instead? That's what I don't follow. We're actually spending a lot of money right now. Spending a lot of money. Let's go ahead and get this. As much as I'd like the red one. This one's faster. Because eventually these trains are going to go through, right? All the way down to the oil and whatnot. Let's go ahead and get you. And to you, we're going to add passenger wagons. 36 tons versus 35 tons. So 3 of these would take us to 375. Or will take us to 500, right? Hopefully it'll fit nicely. That's the other big concern. Let's try it. Biggest train that we have. So we're going to go ahead and create a new line. And this line starts here. Probably blocks this entire section off. I hate that the platforms are so small. And then you load up just workers. And then you go over here and you unload just workers. Hopefully I can specify that afterwards. And this would be Uprising Grad, Steel. Sure, Uprising Grad, Steel. Okay. That's that. Very cool. You want to stick on this side? Okay, fair enough. You come back this way. What are my semaphores telling me? And this is a two-way. Should it stay a two-way or should it become a one-way now? Two-way because of this. What we could do over here actually is rather than have this crossover, what we could probably do is get rid of this over here and instead connect it just to this side. Because then the construction vehicles come this way, but when they have to go this way. Right. Do that kind of a thing. They come this way, they go that way. Not very neat, is it? Not very neat at all. Let's try and do that kind of a thing. They can wait over here if necessary. Yeah. That makes sense to me. Okay. Okay. So then you over here should be a one-way. You should both be one-ways now. Facing that way. Facing this way. For now, I don't know where you're headed. I want to keep an eye on this. I think it's probably going to stay on the left side to get construction going on down there. That's fine. If it made its way through, it's fine. Just want to keep an eye on this thing. Away you go. Yeah, just completing this construction, I suppose. That's fine. So, why is this line not updating? Set line. Custom lines, Uprising Grad Steel. Make sure we fix this so that's the right people. Yeah. And can I actually see you? Uprising Grad for passengers. Hold on. You. Uprising Grad. I understand what happened. There. It's because I edited it separately, that's why. Okay. So, now we have you going up that way. You go down here, you drop people off, you stay on that side. So I still haven't sorted that out because this is still a two-way, I suppose. Icon, so you're a one-way over there. Where do you stay a two-way? I suppose what I could do is over here. I could make you very clearly a one-way. Do that kind of a thing. I think that should work. Yeah, there we go. That forces this kind of behavior. Okay, excellent. Excellent. Just trying to use the new line system a bit more as well. Again, it's new compared to like when I first started playing the game, right? So just familiarizing myself with all that. All right, so we get 500 people in one train load, but the train is able to move pretty quickly from point to point. So my hope is that it comes through, you know, maybe 250 people end up over here, the rest spread out, and before the work shift is done, another, 500 people are brought through. That's my hope here. What I do need, though, is 3 buses that go from here, right? So let's go ahead and get, where's our vehicle depot? We don't have one down over here. We just have the trolley bus depot down here, don't we? I guess so. So, up over here, where our vehicle depot sits patiently, going to purchase buses. Again, I need 3 buses. These guys take 300, 250. Okay. So So the IKR 280 is probably what I'm going to go with. Get 3 of those, right? And again, it's a matter of how often the drop-offs happen. I could probably even go with a smaller bus with like multiple drop-offs. It'll be fine. In fact, that might be smarter because then it's not like one mine hogs everybody. So maybe we go with the IKR 260 instead. A little bit slower. IKR 256. Okay, let's try the 256. 3 of you. Long way for them to go. You going to pick people up over here and drop them off over here. We don't really need to specify this, but I will because I'm like that. Alright. So you're good. Let's get you moving. These guys have a long way to go, right? So don't waste any time. You go there and then over here. Let's start. Load only. Unload only. Cool. Done. Then you, from there to here, launch you. Get you to only, come on now. Load and only unload. Okay, cool. What we will need here, though, is a gas station. Which I've conveniently forgotten about, I think. So if we try and find the gas station. Not the bus stop, not the trolley bus stop. There we go, gas station. Should be able to place you down somewhere over here. Of course, it wouldn't be convenient. That would, like, why make my life easy? Get rid of some of this infrastructure over here and then just pay for it. I'm sure we can find a more elegant solution than that. Pop you down over here. It's like, what else are we going to do over here, right? Pop you down over here, perhaps? Close enough to this bus stop, basically, is what I'm aiming for. Flatten you. Buses have arrived. We go flatten you. There we go. Come on now. It's like stopping me from putting this down over here. There we go. Pop you down. Just like that. We'll possibly auto-build this. Possibly. Yeah, you know, let's go ahead and auto-build this. Not that expensive. We've already spent so much money. What's a little bit more, right? And we have to, of course, purchase, for now, a little bit of fuel. Cool. That should help these buses. Well, that looks rather beautiful, I'm not going to lie. And let's get our train moving as well, because that train has a long way to go, too. Hold on. I want to make sure this is not a fire I have to worry about. It is almost certainly not. Where are we? Here. You. Slow it down to regular speed. Pick you off. First stop is unreachable from current vehicle position. Off to a wonderful start. Why is that? You go around this way. You would not be able to cross over. Is that the problem? That is the problem. Okay. Well then, let's go ahead and pay for a couple of these. There we go. And there we go. And there we go. We'll make this money back in no time. Come on now. Now you should be able to get down there. Should be able to get down there. First stop is unreachable. Let's see. Go around this way. You go down to here. Should be able to cross over down this way. Going down here. Oh, you know what? That's why. I think. Try it. There we go. Let's enjoy this nighttime ride. Why not? Hopefully y'all can see nicely enough. Hopefully it's bright enough. Hopefully it's a smooth ride too. We've spent a lot of money on this. This needs to go smoothly. Okay, loop around. I mean, again, this year we've ended up spending a lot more money than I initially targeted, like in terms of imports and stuff, but that's okay. We're getting these projects done so that we don't have to worry about them in the future, right? Like, we don't have to worry about, like, so that we're quicker to solve the problems, so to speak. I call them problems, but you know what I mean. Stop the imports. Okay, into the tunnel we go. What actually happens to the camera? Oh, okay, we follow you through. Oh, interesting. Oh, interesting. The game actually renders tracks inside. Can't keep the camera down. The camera keeps wanting to go back up. Hilarious. And out the tunnel any second now. Oh my god, that was nauseating. Sorry about that. There we go. Out the tunnel. Beautiful. Oh, look at that. Ain't that a view? Ain't that a view? This is a fast train, too. Here we go. Our first pickup. It's going to be, I'm guessing, a full load of workers. And hopefully, without any issue, we'll be able to pass through. I do see the red light. We'll see what happens. I'm guessing there's a construction vehicle on the track. That is my guess. Go ahead and check it out. Go ahead and check it out. We go down here. Down here, down here. Yeah, you are the problem. Pause for a second. Should be able to do that. And that should... Actually, it's a chain, so I don't know if it will fix the problem. Let's see if I do that. What if I make them regulars? Still red. Well, let's see. You check here. You check here. Considering this is one whole massive block, what if I put... There we go. Well, actually, I think that does the trick only because it got rid of the vehicle. I forgot that putting that down would do that. You know what? What's a little bit more? Already spent this much. What's a little bit more? Go ahead and spend you as well. And now, back to our train, and you can see actually how much longer it is than the actual space. Full load though, and already more workers are waiting. So that's promising. That's promising. Get our eyes back on you. And watch the completion of this journey, shall we? A little bit of backing up going on, but that's a one-off scenario over here. Loop back around through the trees. It's a pretty momentous occasion, I would say. Alright, pull you down this way. In we go. That mountain. The mountain that we're about to conquer. Stripped bare from the inside. Quite the ride. Here we go. Now we're going to arrive at our platform here any second now. This is, I mean, this is pretty, I don't know. I always like looking at this view. That's a weird stop. Sudden stop. Maybe I need to fix the angles over here or something. If that keeps happening, I'll consider that. Didn't expect this to be that bad. I expected a slowdown, but not like this. But ultimately we arrive and the people flow out. It's a massive train. Hilarious to look at. There we go. Look at that. 500 workers. And then the train turns around and makes its way back up. And as it's doing that, let's go ahead and see how things are progressing. Ooh, it's not doing that. Why not? Why are you stuck? Why are you stuck here? Oh, right, of course, because I don't have a crossing. Was I really going to make this entire section two ways? I guess I could. It sounds like a bad idea. Does sound like a bad idea, doesn't it? Be able to come up this way. And now you should be able to come back, yeah. Alright, well, hey, what I wanted to check, though, is where have all the workers gone? 15, 15, and 15. So these are topped up. This is basically topped up. These buses, though, I think are empty, right? They're not carrying any workers, are they? Alright, let's see what the next cycle brings. Let's see what the next cycle brings. Because that's what it's going to end up being about. Oh yeah, there's a little crossover here. I guess I need to have a crossing over here as well. Basics that I'm starting to forget or something. Jeez. Okay, so you come up over here. You're loading up on, I assume, 500 passengers. Oh, no, just short, actually. Okay, okay, okay. Close enough, though, and you make your way over. This isn't so much of a problem just quite yet. A little slowdown is not the end of the world. Looping around, picking up speed. maybe should have considered, well, actually, the same train is going to be going all the way around, right? So I was going to say, it's like, maybe I didn't need such a high-speed train for this small section of track where it can't even reach top speed. But eventually, it will be able to. So it's just future planning at that point. Future planning at that point. Right. A lot of workers. Now let's see what happens over here, right? So these workers are going to pour out. A bunch of them up over there. Yeah, see, I have to tell them where to go. And a bunch didn't even come out. Amazing. Because what, they don't consider this a working area? Okay, fantastic. So, here's what we do. We are going to go ahead and say, here and here is a 50-50 split. No, sorry, what did I do? Here and here is a 50-50 split. And then from here... Well, actually, no, I can't do that. I can't say so many people stay put. So instead, I have to go ahead and add 1, 2, 3. Steel mill is going to take... I'm going to say 50%. The bus stop... Well, actually, you know, let's go ahead and do this. Let's go... 10% of 500 is 50. This is a bit much. But I can't really drop it any lower than... Oh, okay, I can get it down to 2%. 3%. Sure, let's do that. Let's try that. And then from here, of course, they get taken to their respective mines. We knew it wasn't going to be easy, but... hopefully that'll do the trick. 438 workers. Again, they're coming to work. They're not doing anything right now, right? So that's the problem. Let's see if this works. You all come through. Separate. Yep. Bunch of you will go down this way. Yeah, some of you will head over this way. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This place is getting filled up. Over almost 200 workers. Just under 200 workers. That's fine. You are going to receive 14 workers. 8 workers. 1 worker, but more are coming. Yeah, good stuff. You just picked up 45 workers. Still 154 over here. How long are they willing to wait still is the question. We should be fine. These are winding roads for sure. For sure. This one's a little bit further off, eh? I mean, I might need more buses just to make sure that I'm taking passengers up quicker. Here we go. It's begun. It's begun. Our first mine. And over here, storing the iron ore, immediately being pushed out to process. Yep. Here and slowly, right? It'll take some time to catch up, but it's getting there. Getting there. We're missing coal over here. Why are we missing coal? We're missing coal because we don't have power in the area. I assume is the reason, right? So, to sort that out, we have to go to infrastructure. Electric substation. Perhaps over here makes most sense, right? Easily connected to a bunch of stuff. Yep. Come on now. There we go. Medium connection. And we go... might have to go up that way. Not a problem. You up this way. And you that way. This is a bit of a hot mess, I'm not gonna lie. Pull you down here. Pull you over. Pull you over. Up and hopefully. Let me connect? Nope. Need to just go a little bit further out for that. Up like so, and over like so. Cool. Pay for all of that. Pay for you as well. Almost took the dollars there. Pay for you too. Done. Coal is coming through now as well. Indeed it is. And steel is being produced. Beautiful. It's all come together. Where is our passenger train? There it is. It had to stop because of the construction vehicle coming through over here, which seems to have decided to stop just in the middle over here for some reason. Not the end of the world. Oh, this little piece is all you're building? There we go. Done. We should see no interruptions now. Great. It's very little. It's not a lot, but it is steel, and it is steel that we have produced. Coal and iron is looking wonderful. I mean, again, it feels slow, but once we, you know, get into a proper pace, I think we'll be fine. Look at that. Workers coming through. Look at that. It's so nice to see it all just like functioning, you know? Smokestacks. Puffing up that smoke. Well, hey. I mean, this is certainly a good feeling. We've got these things up and running. Just getting more done around Uprising Grad. Hopefully, you know, hitting that unemployment soon. Oh, our numbers have dropped significantly, haven't they? Hopefully we're going to solve the employment situation. This should help, for all intents and purposes, this should help significantly. But we'll see. We'll see. A lot of people, I assume, are not getting picked up in time, so we might need some more buses. But folks, that is trouble to solve next time. We've made some good progress down here as well. The train platform is done. A lot of these pipes are getting completed. This is all exciting stuff, folks. But for now, this is what we're going to call it a session. It is the 1st of November, 1991. Will we finish all this by December? I don't think so. That's a little much to ask for, I think. But good progress made today. Just good to see, you know, the steel up and running. I mean, man. And this train as well, with its well, huge responsibility for one. Also huge train itself. Look at that. Ain't that a sight? Not necessarily a postcard, but imagine this being the tourism postcard. Man. Exciting times. Folks, if you enjoyed this session, you know what to do. Let me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. As always, it makes a massive difference in how I approach content on the channel, what I do more or less of, and how I do it. Very excited to see how things move forward. Next session, we're going to organize everything over here to make sure that iron is delivered to Rostinsky as well, so that we are no longer ever needing to import iron. Because last month, I mean, we've been importing iron a lot this entire year, over 1 million rubles worth. That is something that I do not want to do anymore. It's gonna be very interesting, folks. It's gonna be very interesting. As always, a massive thanks goes out to all of my channel members and patrons for supporting the channel on a monthly basis. Y'all keep us alive and running smoothly. And of course, a big old thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, до свидания.